Welcome into Traverse City, where the Big Rapids Cardinals head up for their first game of the Traverse City Invitational, and it is a Cardinals versus Cardinals matchup as Big Rapids is set to play Davison, and both teams with the very similar records. Big Rapids just has played 3 more games than Davison, 13 for Big Rapids, 10 for the Davison Cardinals, and records very similar. 4-8-1 for your Big Rapids Cardinals and 4-5-1 for Davison. So 9 points each, just Davison being a little bit better on the point percentage game. And also very similar with their offense and defensive stats as a team. Minus 11 on the goal differential for both teams, just more goals for and against for Big Rapids. 37 for, 48 against through 13 games. And for Davison, 17 for, 28 against in 10 games. The one thing that is going for Big Rapids, though, in this matchup is they're coming off of one of their best games so far this season with a 3-0 shutout victory against the Petoskey Northmen last Saturday. A very good team game all around as they Evan Bowen gets the shutout, and the team was 3 of 10 on the power play. And now they look to keep the momentum riding into this pre-weekend tournament, this Thursday-Friday matchup, with a game this early this evening, a 5:45 ice time start when they were taking warm-up. So puck drop around 6 o'clock, and then tomorrow the team will touch the ice at 1:30 in the afternoon and then head back to Big Rapids. So again, Big Rapids versus Davison. Looking at the Davison team, not a lot of information about them online, so we'll have to see who's who throughout the game, basically. 13 skaters for Davison and 2 goalies, so a shorter bench than Big Rapids, who has 18 skaters and 1 goalie. So 3 forward lines and 2 D lines for Davison, 4 and 3 for Big Rapids, but have some players out the last couple of games. Tyler Bigford and Emma Dom both not dressing. Bigford, can see him in warm-ups right now, is dressed, so good sign to have him back in the lineup. But Emma Dom is not. And I count 15 skaters on the ice, so that means 3 skaters missing. So we'll try to figure out who, and we'll try to figure out why. Most likely won't. But a little bit shorter bench for Big Rapids today as well. Captains meeting at center ice with the 4-man officiating crew. Atypical for a high school game, but 2 referee and 2 linesmen this time instead of a single linesman. So hopefully a good officiated game today with 4 sets of eyes on the ice instead of the usual 3. Seconds ticking away on the clock for warm-ups, and then they'll have a Zamboni cut most likely before starting lineups and national anthem. Actually, they cut before warm-up, so we might go straight into game. We'll have to play that by ear, basically, as we do every game at different arenas, and no one has a set way of doing things at the MHSAA level. It's really just per arena. No movement from the Zamboni door, so I think that's it. Warm up straight into national anthem and starting lineup. So we'll keep it here, which makes things easy for us. And we'll bring you action shortly from Center Ice Arena in Traverse City, Michigan. Home of the Prospect Tournament for the Detroit Red Wings. Home of the Traverse City Invitational for many years. For those of you back at home watching and listening, might know that I played 3 years of high school hockey for Midland High, and my 3 years of 13, 14, and 15, 2013, 14, and 15, we came to this tournament. So this tournament's been going on for a while. Teams take their positions at the goal lines, and we'll send it down for the public address announcer for starting lineups and national anthem. Starting lineups for your Big Rapids Cardinals. On the forward side, Grant Kidder centering the line with Brendan Pippin on his right and Tyler Bigford on his left. On defense, Brogan Jones and Jack Balahowski with Evan Bowen between the pipes for the Davison Cardinals, not your Davison Cardinals. Zach Callan with Matt Willett and Logan Pethers on the forward line. Matt Osterholzer, Michael Osterholzer, correction, and Andrew Pastor on defense with Scott York in net. The three players not dressed for Big Rapids include freshman Maverick Strokirch, who's been a good impact on, or has had a good impact on the season so far. Heading into today's game, he's got 3 goals, 4 assists, and has been really good as a power forward. And also another power forward, Tyler Blanchard. And on the defensive side, Emma Daum are the 3 players that I did not see dressed in warm-ups. Teams take their positions at center ice. And we get ready for puck drop. Davison wins it back to their blue line. They come near side, which is a little bit harder for you guys to see, so I'll try to explain more as we get close, tight to the boards near the benches here at Center Ice Arena. Davison trying to break the puck out. They rotate to the far side and chip it off the boards, but intercepted there by Big Rapids. Kidder comes near side to Balahowski. Balahowski moves it in tight for Pippin, who makes a move and gets across the blue line. Dancing in at the top of the circle, shot fanned on. Goes for the rebound behind the net. Throws his body into a man in Osterholzer. And now broken up in near side, back for Welch, who throws it out into the middle, but broken up before it could get to Preston Young. McDonald throws it in off a linesman. Bounce down front. Welch with an opportunity, scores! Luke Welch gets the bouncing puck off the linesman on the dump-in and just walks down Main Street and shoots it low blocker and gives Big Rapids a 1-0 lead here in the first. "53 seconds into this contest, and the tie is broken. Welch from McDonald. And that's it for the first goal of the game. Sorry, I was trying to listen in to see if they gave McDonald the assist or anyone else as well. And indeed, it's Luke Welch with his 12th goal of the season and Murdoch McDonald with his second assist, second point in his senior campaign, with 53 seconds off the clock in the first period. Face-off one back to Davison after a long tie-up. Near side, near the scorer's box, McDonald intercepts, and now Davison breaks it in the zone. Dancing across the circle, shot goes high and off the glass. Dancing in was Crystal, had a good move, but couldn't get it on the 4x6. Shot from the blue line, poked to the glass by Bowen. Now he sticks the pass out to the circle and flipped out by Big Rapids. Thrown back in, offside, so Davison tags, and McDonald controls and looks for the home run pass. Has Logan Leiter, who chips it. And now Nick Somsel throws it in on net. And it's frozen for a whistle. Kidder with Bigford and Pippin on the offensive faceoff. Tie up, pushing and shoving, trying to gain position, and now Pippin plays it back to the blue line. Balahowski over to Bome. Bome's shot into the glove and frozen by York for another whistle. So quick goal here for Big Rapids to gain some momentum, and they're riding off that Petoskey victory. Love to see it for Big Rapids. Balahowski off the faceoff win, throws it down to the near corner. Around behind the net for Davison. Attacking Kidder, knocks a man down, gets the puck. Out for Pippin, top of the circle. His shot tipped back over to the near side boards. Balahowski shoots it wide off the end boards and kicks to the hash mark on the far side. Bigford ties up a man, and Bome walks in. He falls. Bigford with it, swats at it as he falls, and it's in the skates of Pippin, and now Davison looks to break it out. They chip it out to the neutral zone, and Balahowski, correction, Bigford had it, and now it goes back into the Big Rapids zone. Bome skates it out, gets to the red line, or gets near the circle and goes to shoot it in. It's chipped into the protective netting, and there'll be a face-off right at the offside dot at the Davison blue line. 14-16 left in the first period. Shots 2-1 in favor of Big Rapids. Welch kicked out of the face-off circle with Young jumping early. And Flax will take it. He'll push it forward to the Davison D, who go across to the far side of the rink, and Welch intercepts. Back in Big Rapids zone, McDonald curls with it and skates across the red line. Stutter step move into the zone and shot high off the glass as it was tipped by a stick on the way. Jones keeps kicking at it, and now it's through out to the neutral zone. Flax curls and throws it off the linesman. Second time he's been hit already. Welch poking at the puck, but can't get it by. And now Flax with it, dumps it in onside, and will go for attack while coming back Welch to change. Jones keeps at the blue line, and Davison throws it back out near side. Working for it, and now chipping it in onside, but Jones behind the net as Davison changes, has space and time. Goes for Logan Leiter, who flips it through the neutral zone. Broken up there by Tanner Flax. And now Leiter with it again. Pass out to the defenseman for Davison as they reverse the flow and back into the Big Rapids zone. 13 minutes left in the first. Pass out front gets tipped back behind the net, and now the net is off. As something that Evan Bowen's done a lot this season. He's strong on his skates going laterally, and a lot of goalies, when they have that reverse vertical hybrid style with that that leg against the post is down flat and butterfly, they use their leg pad to push off of the net, sometimes their skate, but usually the leg pad, and Bowen kicks the net off the goal line, as he does almost once a game. Face-off won by Somsel and cleared around near side for Big Rapids. Balahowski working, passes to Somsel, gets it back, and now throws it in deep. Zach Jones throws it in behind the net for Big Rapids, and a pass out front tipped by Davison as the goaltender York was on the wrong side of the net. Attempt by Kidder, as now he's got it back in that corner again. Out front for a backhand attempt by Pippin that goes high and wide to the blue line. Jones uses his skate to keep it, goes to throw it back in. It's tipped high up in the air. Pippin gloves it down, waved off as Davison touches it and clears it all the way down the ice, and that'll go for icing with 12:10 left in the first period. Still only 2-1 in shots through the first 5 minutes, but you'll take a 50% shooting percentage if you're Big Rapids. As it's 1-0 in this Cardinal matchup. Welch on the faceoff, loses it, and it gets poked to Bome. Down low. And Davison clears it around near side, working it up the end board or the half boards, but now back down low for Bigford. Trying to lift a stick of his opponent, or Young, correction. Now pass out front, gets poked out to the neutral zone where Carter Leiter controls. Gives to Bome, who throws it back in. York to stop it for Davison, plays it around the half boards on the far side, and spinning Welch at the top of the circle. Gives for Flax, who walks around the blue line, has a man with them, gives it for Leiter, but a little out past the stretch of his stick. Leiter throws it back into the zone, and 4 men change for Big Rapids. Bome stays on the ice to apply some pressure. He intercepts a pass, and a shot gets blocked in front by Banwell. Pass off the frame of the net, knocked down by Logan Leiter. He gets hit. Davison chips it up the boards, intercepted by Martin, who throws it to the slot. And now cleared out all the way down. And this one will go for icing again against Davison with 11 minutes left in the first period. Face off near side in Davison's zone, won by the Davison Cardinals. Cleared on the far side where Martin gets the puck after Brogan Jones pinched in to keep it. Flipped up the near side. Stopped there by Simpson for Davison as he tries to clear it up the boards, but 2-16s stop each other there, and Jones throws it in on net and into the glove of York for an easy 70-foot save. Just past 11 minutes left in the first period here at Center Ice Arena in Traverse City, Michigan, and the first of 2 games for Big Rapids up in the northern part of the Lower Peninsula. Kidder on the faceoff, wins it back, but a Cardinal on Davison's side gets their first speed through the neutral zone, but gets turned around as he enters the Cardinal end by good defensive play by Bigford coming back. Pass out front, mishandled, and now behind the net for Davison. Curling back is Logan Pethers. Throws it around to the far side. Bigford there loses his stick and pins his man to the boards. Out to the blue line for Davison. Shot off the paddle and off the end boards. Missed down behind the net by Balahoski, and now Jones helps with Bigford down low to move the puck. 10 minutes left in the first frame. Bigford now in the far corner, curls out, has a man far side, goes high off the glass instead. And a bouncing puck for 2 players in Pippin and the Davison defenseman, and Pippin just clears it into the zone and goes for a change. Was in a stick-waving battle with Michael Osterholzer. Reversed around the net and out the near far side, and Pippin intercepts at the blue line. Shot off the leg pad and rebound all the way out to the near end of the blue line. Back down low and all the way around, and Jones gets physical as he pinches in, or as Carter Leiter, correction. Shot by Young off the blocker and the end boards, and Beaumay down there working with Flax. Davison brings it far side and throws it off the boards. It'll clear down. It won't go for icing as Beaumay will get to it by the hash marks. Throws it all the way up for Welch, who looks, chips it in, and goes to chase with Flax. York plays it near far side for his defenseman. And now reversed back behind for Davison. Passed up the near side, stopped at the blue line by Jones, and cleared all the way down to the far corner. 8:45 left in the first. 5-1 in shots now for Big Rapids. Out of the blue line as McDonald couldn't hold it. Welch plays for Jones, and back to Luke Welch, the lone goal scorer so far halfway through this first period of play. Pass all the way across ice and off the boards, but Davison is the first there to collect. They go to break it out. It's intercepted, and now they control again. Stick lift by Somsel creates a turnover, but Davison clears it out to the Big Rapids blue line. Jones throws it back in. Somsel in there, but York, the goaltender who moves the puck well, plays it far side, and now Davison on the counterattack. To the backhand and pass out front, but no one home for Davison, and goes through everyone. Zach Jones behind the net with it, skates, has room, and now 4-man attack for Big Rapids. Jones goes wide, stops, shoots it on net, save easily by York. Pass out front, almost off his blade and in. Off the kick plate and by a jumping referee and then or linesman, and then Pippin lays the body on someone, falls, and now Balahoski dances through a man. Gets near the blue line, throws it in, and will go for a change as Pippin comes near side to stop the puck. Breakout for Davison as they get it out and across the red line. But Beaumay with it again. Throws near side as Pippin puts it in the zone, but just on his side of the red line, and it'll go for icing with exactly 7 minutes left in the first period. After the shutout victory last weekend for Evan Bowen, his goals against average now down below 3 at .299, and a good 20-point bump to his save percentage, now up to an .887. Play cleared around for Pippin, but couldn't handle it. and Davison reverses it back, but Bome intercepts the pass. Now Bigford on the attack, gets by a man and goes behind the net for the puck. Out front, Davison clears it out, and Flax throws it all the way back in, and it hits Bigford offsides as he was coming back out of the zone. And they'll bring the puck back to center ice where the pass clear attempt or dump in attempt by Flax occurred. Welch on the faceoff wins it very cleanly back for McDonald. Up the boards to Flax. And now offsides are the Davison Cardinals as they'll tag up. Young dumps it in. A lot of dump and chase action early for Big Rapids with 6 minutes left in the first. Shot by Welch into the chest of York as he holds for the whistle. .6:12 left, and Davison wins the faceoff in their defensive zone. But Flax pins a man in the near corner and works for the puck, kicks it down below the net, keeps digging, chipped up the boards, kept at the blue line, not kept as McDonald had it off his backhand, and then when he collected on his forehand, he was back out across that blue line. Davison looking for the clearing attempt. Now they get it. They break it out across the TC logo on center ice, but now back the other way with McDonald, who had a good handle on the puck but lost it. And now a dump-in attempt. Ooh, that was a high bounce in the chest of Bowen. 5.5 left. Count that as the second shot for Davison, and just a dump-in attempt from the red line. 6-2 in favor of Big Rapids as your Cardinals dump it in, and York keeps it, and now Davison brings it out into the attacking zone. Pethers couldn't get it and dumped out to the blue line and shot in. Easy save on the Cardinal C crest on the chest for Evan Bowen. Near side face-off in the defensive zone for Big Rapids, won by Davison, back out to the blue line. Shot, tipped just wide as Bowen sliding to his left, and it was poked the other way, but not on net. Kidder, stutter step move, and works through the middle of the ice. Passes for Pippin on the far end, dangles through a man, goes through the skates, but can't get around him. And Davison brings it around near side. And the clearing attempt off the boards, going down, and that'll cross the line for icing with 4:40 left. Lots of icings from Davison so far as they're just trying to get the puck out of their own zone and alleviate the pressure that they've had. Kidder on the faceoff, bobbles, and it goes behind the net, cleared by a Davison defender. Across the middle of the ice, tipped past Balahowski, who retreats and throws it back in. Offsides as Bigford and Jones couldn't tag, and now Pippin goes in before Bigford clears the zone, and now they have to tag again. Now Welch tries to intercept the pass. Bome kicks it back into the zone. Cleared off the far boards. Carter Leiter retreats for the Cardinals. Stops and starts. Goes the other way. Pass across, and Welch picks it up in the neutral zone. Skating in, going wide. Around this man and behind the net. Looking for someone to pass to, finds Flax, top of the circle, shot, wide of the glove, and Bome gets the rebound down in the corner. Cleared all the way around the net to the far side, pinching Leiter, and now flipped out all the way down the ice. And Bowen will play it and just move it to a man on his team on the far side of the boards, and in the feet of Welch, poked away and offsides of the Cardinals as Welch entered the zone first, and then Leiter touched the puck after it crossed the blue line with 3.5 left in the first period. The shots are 6-3 Big Rapids, 1-0 for your Big Rapids Cardinals. The Luke Welch goal coming 53 seconds into the period. Davison wins the faceoff. and dumps it in from the red line, and that will go for icing as they were about 3 steps on their side of center ice. Face-off tied up. Wingers come in, and Davison gets control, brings it around their net. Attempted breakout pass blocked by the stick of Somsel. Correction, Brett Martin. Somsel next to him. Cleared back around the net by Davison. McDonald steps up to keep it, and now Somsel pins a man as Martin comes in to help. McDonald there to help dig away at the puck, but not a lot of people moving. Just past 3 minutes left in the period. Davison clears it now down behind their net again. D-to-D pass, not made cleanly. And Big Rapids stops the puck movement around the half boards on the near side. Shot blocked at the blue line. Jones with it again, dumps it in. And now gets sticked back across the blue line, and Jones shoots it in behind the Davison net. Reverse action for Davison, and an attempted breakout pass misses both the Davison stick and Jones and goes near the goal line of Big Rapids. Fan pass attempt, but gets to Kidder in the neutral zone, but not enough speed. And now Bigford with the return pass has Pippin with him. Tries to go for him, hits a skate on the way. Man falls for Davison, and a pass to Pippin by Kidder. Pippin on the backhand, shot saved by York. Down low, working again off of Kidder's skate. Balahoski keeps it with a diving Bigford in front of him. Throws it back down low as Pippin goes around the net. Has a man on him, works and cycles it back down low for Bigford. Goes around the other side of the net, near side, and back out for Balahoski, who keeps it, throws it down low again. Kidder back out to the top of the blue line. Bome passes down low for Kidder again. Kidder clears all the way around the far side, but there's only a Davison Cardinal there, who cycles it back to the near side. Back out to the blue line. Balahoski shot tipped in front by Flax, but not to the side on net, but just down. Just around a minute left. Shot off the goal post. Right off the top of the crossbar by Balahoski with the quick wrister. Flax now just below the goal line in the corner. Flipped out by Davison, and this one may go for icing. It's knuckling, and it sits just enough that the linesman waves it off. Home run pass with the change for Davison is dumped in by Flax. Welch on the attack with Young. Young pins his man. 35 seconds left. Welch to help as the puck gets cleared up the near side, kept by Big Rapids. And now broken out by Davison. Backhand pass chopped out of the air by Flax. Can't get the puck out, though, does Big Rapids. Kicked attempt on the pass, and now bouncing puck out front and gloved by Bowen, who just holds for a whistle with 17.3 left in the first period. Shots are 7-4 in favor of Big Rapids. As they're trying to figure out how many guys to get on the ice. They have 6 guys on the ice, and now one finally comes off. Face-off won by Big Rapids. Glove down by Pippin. Backhand out. Kidder chasing for it against Pastor, who gets there and clears off the boards. Now out front for Bigford off his backhand and gets laid out in front of the net with 3 seconds left. 2-1, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Bigford with a good attempt. Bends the stick on his knee as he goes back to the bench. Not sure if he's mad or what, if he's upset about the hit or just himself not missing that pass. But Big Rapids gets the 1-0 lead as we head into our first intermission break here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube. 7-3 correction in shots for Big Rapids, and we'll step aside for an intermission break and bring things back in about 7 to 8 minutes to recap that first period of action.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344. Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
UltraCare of Big Rapids, Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
UltraCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the UltraCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen, like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLAtech.org.
You don't have to go far for personalized, independent health care. With Michigan Primary Care Partners, our family and internal medicine provides comprehensive medical care with state-of-the-art technology in a caring and compassionate environment. Scheduling and results are easy with virtual appointments, on-site diagnostics, Medicare wellness exams, and an in-house pharmacy. 3 convenient locations in Big Rapids, Reed City, and Canadian Lakes. Schedule your appointment at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com today.
Time to recap the first period of play as both teams get ready for the second period of action. 7-3 shots in favor of your Big Rapids Cardinals as they take the 1-0 lead early on in their first shot of the game. It was a chipped break-in attempt by Murdoch McDonald where he threw it off the far boards at the the Davison Cardinal blue line, hit a linesman and bounced right into the center near the top of the circle, the hash marks for Luke Welch, who just walked down Main Street and put it right in on the low left side below the blocker of York. That gave Big Rapids the 1-0 lead, and they held it for the rest of the way for the next 16 minutes and 7 seconds. Added some more shots, but no major scoring chances really after that one, and Davison with 3 shots, one of those being a dump-in attempt from the red line, and the other one an easy shot straight into the chest of Bowen from the blue line. Haven't really gotten a lot of offensive pressure. York in net still for Davison as we await Big Rapids, who comes out of the locker rooms on the far end, below the mezzanine. And they'll come onto the ice from the door right by the bleachers on the left. So an update for everyone back home. 3 players out and a coach in Tim Blashill. Maver Strokirch, Tyler Blanchard, Emma Dom, and Tim Blashill all not on the trip for COVID protocol and or injury. And Blashill texting me, has only missed 4 games in 16 years. So he's missing his 5th game in 16 years and 6 tomorrow, which is insane that a third of the games he'll miss in 16 years are just in these 2 days. But that's what happens nowadays with the COVID stuff as Big Rapids wins the faceoff, gets it into the zone. Jones, shot blocked at the blue line. Out to Balahoski, who shoots it just wide. Bouncing puck for Pippin, can't control it along the goal line. Kidder working away, chips it back down low for Brendan Pippin. Davison clears it around the far side. Bigford misses it, and Davison will reverse it with Pastor. Jones pinching, holds, is pinned, but Pippin pulls it out from his feet, walks in, shoots, and not sure if that hit the top of the shaft of the stick of York or not. A shot off the goalpost, tried to tuck it in from a very sharp angle, did Bigford. Working 1-on-2 in the corner, getting the best of both of them. Now breaking it out of the zone is Davison across the red line, flipping it in, and they'll go for a change. Brogan Jones behind his net, curls, looks for a man off the boards for Pippin. Too far of an angle or harsh of an angle for him. He leaves it for Young, who dumps it in. 3-men change for Big Rapids. Young in on the attack. Has Welch out high to help support. Pass just misses the stick of Flax, and Davison breaks it out. Across the blue line, walks in off sides. Unfortunate for Big Rapids, though, as the stick of Crystal locked in and left the puck, went off sides, and then touched it right as Welch was poking it and might have had a good break the other way. Wins the faceoff, though, back for Beaumay, as Flax played it back off the faceoff draw. And now McDonald at the red line, dances, and can't get the dump in and gets hit by Crystal. Now the other way for Davison. In a low attempt on the body check by Young, and he trips himself up. Reverse of the flow for Davison. Russell across the ice, and this one looks like it'll go for icing. No, Beaumay gets to it as it hits the boards and takes a Davison bounce on the angle. 2 minutes gone in the second period. 8-3. There's one shot in this period for Big Rapids. And Beaumay stands his man up at the blue line. Good gap control there on the blue line by Beaumay, the defenseman. And now out for Welch. Skating through the neutral zone and just offsides was Tanner Flax. Trying to stay even with Welch, but got just ahead of him with 14.5 left in the second. The gap control for a defenseman is when the guy is coming into the zone, you don't really want to just give him a lot of space to walk in across the blue line and just walk in about a good 6-7 feet or so. So you kind of want to meet him at that blue line, and that's exactly what Bome did on that last entry by Davison. Balahowski now in his own zone, curls, goes off the boards for Martin, off his stick into the Davison defenseman. Near side, broken up by Leiter to his brother. Logan has it poked off his stick before he could pass it to Carter. And now out. Davison into the zone, gets met there. Pass out through the middle of the ice and intercepted by Logan Leiter across the red line and dumps it in the far corner in a change for Big Rapids. Pippin all the way across the ice fast to cover that stretch pass. Kidder with the poke check in the center. Has the puck, curls through two guys over to Jones, who banks it up, but Davison intercepts and dumps it in behind Bowen. Leiter with it off the boards. Pippin controls, back down behind the net. Jones trying to get control of it, but watching for the hit coming. And now Kidder skating with it. Pass for Pippin. Goes wide, now cuts to the middle of the ice in the blue line. Pass off a skate and flipped out by Davison. Back goes Brogan Jones. No one on him, has lots of time. Pass for Kidder off his backhand, looks for a man, finds Pippin right in his feet though. On sides as he controlled it across the blue line. Gets tripped up, pucks in his feet. 3 Cardinals for Davison against Pippin and Bigford digging at it. Now bouncing, and Kidder gloves it down, throws it off the right leg pad of York. Kidder gets it back and throws it behind the net. 12:45 left in the second period. Glove down by Bigford and now played by Pippin, and it'll be a hand pass. We'll bring it out across the blue line. And they deem actually high school rules. It's all the way down. Defensive zone face-off. Welch gets tied up, and Davison plays it back to their blue line. Shot blocked, though. Loose in front in the slot, still digging. Nothing through, and now chipped out. Flax with it. Across the TC Star. Loses the puck into the far corner. Curls. Gets chipped out to Welch, who goes to the blue line. Jones across from McDonald. Out in front of him, off the board. Shot, and that was almost a CNI shot, but hits the blocker of York. Uses the boards as a one-timer and almost got one. Now a break for Davison, in a lone shot right into the chest of Bowen, and he swallows up with no rebound. That was a good play as McDonald gets the pass from Jones. It was out in front of him, so he played it off the boards like a one-time pass from his right and ripped the slap shot, and it was looking like it was going to go low blocker and in, but it hits the tip of the blocker as York slid over perfectly for it. Logan Leiter near side, passes to Martin. Gets met at the blue line, he's off sides, has to come back. Balahowski dumps it in for Big Rapids. York plays it, leaves it behind his net. Chipped by Davison, off the stick of Bome and out. He gets back there first, though, and plays it back in. Pass too short for a Davison winger, and now Balahowski with a move into the attacking zone. Shot, gets stick to the left of the net. Rebound, bouncing puck behind, and now controlled by Davison. Looks far side for the breakout pass through the center of the ice. Tangled up, but now breaking it out for them is Knack. Has to fight against Balahowski, though. Balahowski gets there first and curls, and Knack drops down to his knees. Balahowski stops and starts, flips it off the glass, and not enough juice on it for icing. Stretch pass is Balahowski with the long change, couldn't get off. He had to cover the guy on the far side. Now a windmill move and a poke check by Bowen. Balahowski flips it through the zone. Bigford on the attack. Stick in the lane, but couldn't get to the pass. Right below us at the scorer's box, and now across the blue line, and a shot by Davison goes high and off the glass, out across the blue line, and back down in their own zone. 10.5 left in the second period, 9-4 shots in favor of Big Rapids. Stretch pass gets blocked in the neutral zone as Davison had a man, but couldn't connect. Now they attempt it again on the far side, across the red line and dumps it in. Bowen lets it go. Bigford near side has a stick on his back, and a shot from the blue line is poked to the far corner by Bowen. Pippen flips it out. And now back in by Davison. Bouncing puck. Controlled now by Wendland, who shoots it and it's blocked. Big hit by Wendland now behind the net on Leiter, who absorbed it. And a shot off sides. They tag as paddled to the side by Bowen. Aggressive Davison is being now this period. Stepping up the body checking play and throwing pucks to the net more often. And now a penalty called on those Cardinals. A hold. And it'll be the first penalty of the game. Number 10, Banwell, heads to the box for holding. .7:22 gone in the first period, so 9:38 left. And Davison has the first penalty. Face off, controlled by Big Rapids, but now chipped out. Speed for Davison, but a nice play by Balahowski to keep it from entering the zone. Pippen back the other way. Walks wide, stops at the hash mark, looks, has Balahowski out top. Back to Pippen. Balahowski up top. Near side Welch. Shot by Balahowski. No tip and off the leg pad. Now Welch near side with it. Has Kidder down low and has Flax in the middle. Pippen looks for him. Off of Kidder's stick and back door and back across the slot. He had a wide open net and he put it back the other way. Welch now with it. Shot blocked. Balahowski retreats for it and gets it and holds it in the zone. And now cleared out to the neutral ice by Davison. Balahowski with it. Goes far side for Pippen. They look for the zone entry and dump it in. 3 attacking, 2 change in Pippen and Balahowski. Flax gets there first. Clears near side. Bigford, and now too many men called on Big Rapids. As 2 went off and 3 went on. And that'll kill the penalty for Big Rapids. Bench minor for too many men. Second or third time, I think it's third time we've seen that from Big Rapids this season. Just miscommunication as a forward came in the defensive door, so a defenseman and a forward both jumped onto the ice, and they had a 6-on-4 with their goalie in net. They caught it and were getting a man off the ice, but the referee blew it before he got to the bench and said too many. So 4-on-4 action for 55 seconds. Face-off won by Davison. Bouncing puck and gloved as that shot was tipped out front, and Bowen gets it in his glove to freeze it. 8:27, so halfway through this game. Davison gets the face-off again, and a shot gets tipped wide. Near side, Somsel gets met. And Davison gets the loose puck back across the blue line. Down low, intercepted by McDonald. Curls back and goes behind his net for Leiter. Leiter back behind the net for McDonald. Loses it. Now Pippen with it on the 4-on-4 attack. Across the blue line has Somsel with him. Curls. He's just going to take it back to the neutral zone and kill more time. McDonald goes to throw it in and fans. And now Pippen with it, gets it across the red line and throws it deep. 10 seconds left in the Davison holding call to Banwell before they have 1 minute and 5 seconds on the power play. Beaumais with it. Dumps it across into the neutral zone, but intercepted by Davison. And now, too many men by Davison. So they had 6 seconds of a power play before we go back to 4-on-4 action. 7:31 left. So back to 4-on-4. Shot 6-10 in favor of Big Rapids, 3 apiece this period. Won by Davison. And they clear it off the boards. Bome off his shin pad, had it in the Davison zone, but couldn't control. Davison throws it in from the red line on Bowen, who just plays it to the corner. And Jones throws it up across the neutral zone. Flipped in by Flax, and in goes Welch on the attack. Stops, gets control. Is being pinned to the boards by his defender as Bome helps. Now back across the behind the net for Davison and cleared out off of the leg pad of Bome again. And now falling defender in Davison, and Flax has it. Lost in. Now Davison throws it around the net. Back out to the blue line. Welch controls. 15 seconds left in the penalty of too many men for Big Rapids. Shot blocked. Welch again off the goalpost. He controls again, and that pass stick in the lane for Davison has it clear out. 2 seconds in 1, and it's a 5-on-4 power play again for Big Rapids for a minute. Bome dumps it in. Stopped by York. Bigford with some speed gets there first, plays it out, but only for a Davison Cardinal who throws it all the way down the ice where Bowen stops it and plays it for Balahoski. 45 seconds left, 6:15 in the period. Stopped in the neutral zone. Now McDonald with it, goes far side for Bigford. Throws it down low. York stops it for his defenseman who goes high off the glass and just past Balahoski's stick and all the way down. Just past the 6-minute mark in the second period. 25 seconds left. Got to go fast if you're Big Rapids here if you want another power play opportunity. Balahoski with it. Near side breakout pass for Pippin. Goes all the way across. Tipped by a Davison Cardinal. No icing. Doesn't get there in fact anyways. Back out to the neutral zone. McDonald. Balahoski now throws it in. 5 seconds left in the power play. And a whistle for offsides. PTSD kicked in, and just glad it wasn't too many men with the change going on, and it was offsides. So we'll take the face-off back across the Davison Cardinal blue line with 3 seconds on the power play. 5:33 left in the period. No penalties in the first period, 3 so far in the second. And 0 for are both teams. 0 for 2 is Big Rapids as the time expires, and 0 for 1 is Davison. Shot off the goal frame from a sharp angle by Bome. Martin falls down, gets back up, and gets the puck. Somsel with him digging. Pass out front off the stick of Leiter. And then a shot by Carter into his own player in Martin. Plays it for Somsel. Back out for Bome. Throws it down low. Leiter peels off the defender in front to go get it. And so does his brother from the blue line in Carter Leiter. And a breakout pass, and now an opportunity for Davison. Willett with the puck. Shot high off the glass. 2 opportunities for Davison where they can't hit the net on a breakaway attempt. And now frozen by Bowen with 4:44 left. Face off to the right of Evan Bowen in the Big Rapids zone. Welch wins it back. Balahoski all the way around his net for Young on the far side. In his feet, gets it out to the neutral zone and gets met by Davison. Back down deep by Callan, who goes on the attack. Or correction, Knack. Out front, blocked by a Big Rapids player in Welch, who clears it out. Across the neutral zone, and no icing, as it was said it was touched, or that Cardinals could have gotten it. Big Rapids could have. A punch attempt by the Cardinal player on the Davison player on the ice, and now a whistle and a roughing call. Not sure on who. And they say it's the Davison player who threw the punch. Number 17. Polena. 2 minutes for roughing. .410 left in the second period. He took a hit, fell down to the ice, and then attempted to throw a punch at the Big Rapids player who hit him, and the refs took him for 2. Clearing attempt just behind McDonald as he was trying to cut it off, and it kicked off the boards at an angle behind him and down the ice. Now McDonald with it. Has a man on left and right for a breakout pass, and now walks out from behind the net. Finds Bigford. Gets it across the red line and dumps it past Somsel and into the corner, where Davison throws it out to the blue line on the far side. McDonald throws it back down. All the way around for Logan Leiter. Back out to the blue line, Bome. Across for McDonald. Shot goes wide, looking for a tip out front. Doesn't get it, and a shot off the boards by Bigford right into the chest of York. .331 left in the second, 1:22 in the penalty. Power play line number 1 back out for Big Rapids. Kidder with Welch on the right and Pippin on the left. Flax and Balahowski at the blue line. One back, Balahowski to Flax. Walks in, shot, off the goal post again. That's the 3rd post that Big Rapids has hit today. And it goes out of play for a stoppage. Davison coach not happy with his center winning the faceoff. Pulls him for a new line, and they win it that time, but the clearing attempt blocked. Flax to Balahowski on his backhand, now forehand side. Goes down low for Welch. Welch even lower for Kidder behind the net. Out front, Flax with a one-timer, and it's a little bit fanned off, but the save made by York. Pippin works down low in the corner. Stops and starts and goes the other way. Fans on the pass attempt, now gets it, but it's tipped, and it's out into the neutral zone. Balahowski with a man on him. Has to be careful. Throws it off the boards. Glove down by Pippin, who curls at his blue line. Pass for Welch on the far side. Goes wide. Walks in. Shot right into the glove and frozen by York. Shot 7-3 again this period, as it was in the first. So 14-6 in total with 2:46 left. 37 ticks on the clock for the penalty. Big Rapids, who went 3 of 10, 2 of 10, but had a goal in the last couple seconds after the 3rd penalty was off the clock last game. Got some power play goals, but so far they're 0 of 2, and if they can't get one in the next 30 seconds, 0 of 3 to start this game. Missed pass for Bome, and now poked out across the neutral zone. Speed for Davison in Pethers, but he's met. A pass out front and a shot high. Another slot shot for Davison, and they can't hit the net. That was probably their best opportunity of the night, and they go about a foot over the crossbar. 5 seconds on the power play, 2:12 in the period. McDonald walks in, shoots it high from the blue line. Even strength now. Man out of the box, Balahowski plays it over for Bigford. Down low for Pippin, back to Bigford. Shot from the circle, kicked away by the leg pad of York. Correction, not Pippin down low, and Logan Leiter, who's working with it for it now with Kidder. And Davison brings it around their net and looks for the stretch pass. Balahowski intercepts, though. Man off sides. Throws it on net off sides, and now they tag. 1:40 left. Skating ice for Davison as they take it and get it across the Big Rapids blue line, but now back in on York as he freezes that one with Kidder pressuring. 1.5 left in the second. Davison throws it around the boards. Brogan Jones pinches, hits his man, and keeps the puck in the zone. Welch throws it on net from the blue line. Kidder retrieves the rebound with Pippin out there. Bouncing puck, and now Balahowski throws it in. Tagging are the forwards, and now they attack. Welch first with Kidder and Pippin to his left and right. Kidder on the right side pinches and keeps it in the zone. Now has the puck behind the net, working. Looks for a man, can't find one. Back out to Welch. Ooh, if he could have had that a little bit to his right and just shot from the slot, would have had a good opportunity, but couldn't really handle it before a stick was on him. Balahowski at the blue line, over to his partner Jones. Stops and starts and loses it now, and now trips a man up, and that'll be a penalty, as he was trying to get in the way of Crystal, who had a good break, but instead got his stick in the legs and brought him down with 45 seconds left. Second penalty for Big Rapids. This one the first on a man, as the first one was a bench minor. Jones, with his second penalty of the season, has no points this year, but leads the team in plus-minus as he's +8. The only one next to him is Brennan Pippin, who's +7, but Pippin leads the team in assists and points. Davison goes across the ice, pass missed, back out to the blue line. Just above 30 seconds left. Shot, and it goes in. Looks like it might have been deflected in front, but it just slid through the 5-hole of Bowen. And the power play comes up for Davison, and they knock this one up in the last minute of the second period. Took him just 16 seconds on the power play. And it's 1-1. Pastor from Simpson and Willett. And it's 1-1 between these two Cardinal teams. Welch on the faceoff loses it, thrown around the boards with 18 seconds left in the period. Hit by Young, and McDonald keeps it the blue line. Flax with it, shot, and it gets tipped and goes just wide. Welch curls, throws it out front, 5 seconds left, throws it again, and just past Young in front. McDonald backhands it down low, and that'll be it for the second period of play. So after two, 1-1 is our score, 16-7 shots in favor of Big Rapids. But with the power play marker for Davison, they tie things up and head to the locker room, deadlocked at 1. Got one more period coming up. We'll have a break, and then we'll recap the second period for you and have the last frame with today's game. You're watching Big Rapids High School Hockey on Big Rapids Hockey, Cardinal Hockey on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Alter Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health. Just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Paris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the Napa Certified Techs at Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Paris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa Service Center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
AltaCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AltaCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AltaCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids. Named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.
Time for the third period as we're deadlocked at 1, so someone's going to give in the next 17 minutes or we'll have free hockey here in Traverse City. 9-4 were the shots in favor of Big Rapids in the second period, but 1-0 Davison as they were 1 for 2 on the power play and Big Rapids 0 for 3. So the shots sit at 16-7, but the goals 1-1. It was Pastor from Simpson and Willett with 29 seconds left in the second period that made it 1-1. So a goal late in the second for Davison, a goal in the first minute of the first period for Big Rapids. So early start for Big Rapids, late period action for Davison as the Cardinals 1-1 with 17 minutes up on the clock. Big Rapids on the right, Davison on the left, like in the first period, and we get ready for the third period. Shout out to the team managers for Big Rapids, Aiden Herron and Isaac Collins, who are stepping in for Kyle Bowen, who's usually been the cameraman and operator for most games, but Kyle working today and couldn't make it. So the team manager stepping up and helping me run the broadcast. So thank you guys. Kidder on the faceoff for Big Rapids with Bigford on his left, Pippin on the right. And Davison controls back to their D. Across the neutral zone. Willett goes wide, tries to go through the feed of Jones, can't get there. Pippin off the boards, shakes off a hit. And Kidder plays it for Bigford, who chips it in. Pippin gets there first, though. Out to the neutral zone as it was off the stick of Kidder on the attempted centering pass. And curling, Balahoski passes it and Pippin chips it in and they go for a change just 30 seconds into the period. Welch, Young. As they get into the zone, Flax around the net, out front as it's off the stick of the goaltender, York. McDonald shot and frozen by York. Play stopped around the half boards on the near side and now down behind for Davison. Sorry for the little bit of issues with the camera. Tripod head came loose a little bit, so we got that figured out. 16 minutes left, just a minute gone in this third frame. Pass to the neutral zone for Davison, in across the blue line. One-on-one, goes through the legs, but just in on the goaltender Bowen, who freezes it. As Wendland trying to make some fancy moves, but couldn't move his body around Big Rapids defenders. And the puck went in easily to Bowen, who just put his glove over top. Behind the net for Big Rapids and off the far boards. Out to the neutral zone and thrown back in by Davison. Balhoski reverses for Bome, who loses it. Or for Carter Leiter, correction. Balhoski back to Leiter. Up the boards. And Martin chips it. Has Samsa with him. Stopped around the score box and now into the Davison zone. Intercepted by Logan, who tries to bring it in, but Balhoski gets the puck off of his stick. Passes to Samsel down low. Samsel takes a big run into the end boards. Back out for Logan Leiter. Throws it on net off the right leg pad of York and kicks it out for attempted breakout for Davison. Across the red line and a backhand pass by Martin misses Balhoski. And back out across the neutral zone is Balhoski. Goes down to a leg and falls and loses the puck. He's trying to make a move and just lost an edge. Now Bigford back into the neutral zone. Dumped in by Davison. Leiter in the corner. Chips it up the boards for Kidder, but back the other way it goes is Bigford now on the far side. Across the blue line. Bouncing puck past the man. Bigford in the near corner gets there first. Chips it down low for Kidder. Kidder goes for the centering pass, can't get it, goes out to the blue line, and it's chipped out by Davison. Back across, Callan with it. Tries to get by Jones and can't. Gets knocked back down to the ice by Pippin. 14 minutes left. McDonald skating up the near side. Goes off the boards and gets around a couple and now into the zone. Shot and easily into the glove of York, who freezes for a whistle. 13:51 left in regulation. Welch on the faceoff, shot is blocked, and Davison takes it the other way. But a good play by Leiter to push it back into the zone. And now Young at the red line with it. Off of Flax's leg. He controls and throws it wide left of the net. Davison brings it up the near side and goes cross ice to Crystal. Around Leiter. Backhand just past Bowen into the near side. Breakout attempt broken up by Davison. And they shoot it just in on net off the stick of Bowen. And a pass curled out front for Flax and poked by Young. Right below us, play stymied and now thrown down behind the net of Davison's side. Beaumais keeps it with his skate, dumps it in. Flax and Beaumais go for a change. And now back out to the neutral zone. Logan Leiter with it. Gives it to Jones. Off the boards and just too hard for Martin. Davison back out to the neutral zone. They get it across and into Big Rapids side with 12.5. It'll go for icing though. So at 12:33, we'll come back down to Davison's side for an offensive zone face-off. 3-1 shots in favor of Big Rapids again this period as they've been out shooting their opponent by 4 in the first, 5 in the second, and now 2 more in this period. 19-8. Rung around the far side and Jones keeps it. Big brother Zach. Him and his brother Brogan both playing the blue line right now for Big Rapids in this game. Brogan not out there, Zach out there. Dump back in and off sides are Big Rapids as they're trying to tag, but Davison gets the puck out and a centering pass goes to Balahoski, who goes back behind his own net. Reverses for Jones. 12 minutes left in regulation. Stretch pass misses both forwards for Big Rapids and doesn't get enough of the ice all the way down for icing, so it gets waved by the linesman as a close race waved off, and now into the glove of York, who plays it for his teammate. This is a dump in by McDonald that bounced out front. Intercepted pass by Kidder at the circle. Flips it high off the glass and goes down low. Kicks it just past Pippin. Near side, Davison throws it all the way out, and this will go on net. Bowen stops it, plays it to McDonald, who throws it off of the back leg of Bigford. Saucer pass for Kidder, too high. Off the boards, and pinching Jones. Has it go off his stick. Has backup that helps him keep it in the zone. Centering pass off the foot of Kidder, and Pippin can't play as he was offside, so he just skates by it. Kidder chips it back into the zone, and they go for a change. Young on the attack for Big Rapids. Near side, Davison for the breakout, but Flax keeps it. Behind the net, Young out front, intercepted by Davison. Curling with it, Pastor, the goal scorer for Davison, who nodded things at the end of the second. Poked by Welch, and now goes down to the far corner. Slams his man into the boards, and so does Flax on the far side by the hash mark. Now both of them go down after getting tangled up, and the puck down behind the net. Reversed all the way to the near side, but kept by Big Rapids. Now out to the neutral zone. Beaumais gives it to McDonald, who dumps it all the way in. Another change for Big Rapids. 10:20 left in the third. Pinching is Welch. Makes the play go the other way. Off the boards and out. Leiter with it. Throws it back in. Off the boards and stopped by York behind the net, but left there, and Welch out front. But Martin couldn't get to it before the defenseman for Davison. Pass to get across the ice in this one. No icing. And first, Davison gets there, but pinned by Beaumais. Puck right by their foot. No whistle, and now Welch carries far side off the glass or off the boards and out to the neutral zone over the head of Logan Leiter. Dumped in by Davison again. A lot of dump and chase in the third period for both teams. Just trying to keep the puck deep. 4-on-2 in the half boards, and now the puck finally moves as Welch has it with some speed and some space to skate. Stops and goes at the blue line. Waits, gets across. Martin off his stick and near side. Davison throws across ice for Knack. Chipped by Carter Leiter, and Knack throws it back in for Davison. Balhosky retrieves behind his net. Near side breakout pass, and back to center ice. Pippin with it now, 1-on-4. Gets by a couple, has some space to his backhand, forehand, tries to tuck it, and no goal. He got around and put it in, but the net came off first, and the referee waved it off. Good effort by Brendan Pippin to drive wide of 4 players, and he fell down and stayed with it and tucked it around the goaltender, but even if the net stayed on, they might have said no goal with goalie interference as well, but as Pippin kind of went into the leg pad of York. But no goal, and a face-off right by York's right side. One shot by Big Rapids off the left leg pad. Another attempt. Fanned on and just slowly through the slot. Chipped to the blue line by Davison. Shot blocked. Attempt now for Davison to break it out. Pass across. And Jones throws his body into a man. He goes down. Davison controls, shot blocked in front by Somsel. Chipped by Balahosky, gloves it down and throws it up the boards. Reverse it by Big Rapids. And now Pippin across the red line, loses it. Davison goes D to D and now back across to the far side. Up the ice, Callan with it. Goes wide on his backhand, pass out front. Bowen pokes it to the near side for Flax. Off the boards, too strong for Welch. Davison dumps it in. Bowman will get there first. 7:43 left in the third. 20-8 in favor, shots in favor of Big Rapids. 4-1 this period. Chip out and into the zone. And through the feet of York as he was trying to backhand play it, but it kicked out right through his skates. Loose puck out front. Flax one-timer. What a toe save by York as he slid to his right and stretched that right foot out and denied Flax of the game-tying or game-untying goal, tie-breaking goal. McDonald dumps it back in for Big Rapids. They go for a change, so Davison with the breakout pass, but too strong for their winger in Crystal. They go for a change as well. Leiter. Far side, gets across the red line and throws it in. Somsel and Martin out there with Logan Leiter. Pass out front, and Logan has it. Shot into the glove, knocked down by York. Loose still, back out to Jones at the blue line. Shot, tipped in front, loose puck. Martin swatting at it, can't get control, shoots it just wide. 6.5 as Big Rapids buzzing now. Somsel back behind the net. Stops the chip attempt, but loses it to the second defender. Shot from the blue line off the toe again of York. 6-1 now shots for Big Rapids with 6:12 left in the third period. This one going fast. Now another turnover. Pippin with it again on his forehand. Curls back out front. Bigford just poked away by the stick of Russell. Knack off his stick. Carter Leiter gets there first. Curls has a couple and throws it for Bigford, who just can't control that pass. Poked by Kidder. And now dumped in by Pippin as Bigford goes in. Pinches against the boards. No clearing attempt. And now Pippin with it. Has it pulled off his stick. And now a man down on the puck. Pippin still digging in there with Bigford. Pass out front intercepted by Davison, and now they'll chip it off the boards. But backing up was Leiter. Gets there first. Chips off the boards for Pippin, who just dumps it through the neutral zone for nobody. throws it across the red line and all the way down to the near corner. Young pressuring as they go around the net. Pass out front almost tipped away by Big Rapids and thrown down deep by Willett. Big Rapids pulls it out of their zone. Off the stick of Young at center ice. Welch pokes it back into the Davison end. Welch with it. Backhand attempt gets blocked. Now Flax trying to chip it down deep. Goes behind the net. Flax there again for Big Rapids. Using his body. Creates a turnover. Has the puck. Walks out off the stick of York as his centering pass was stopped. Now a breakout attempt for Davison off of a skate. 4:30 left in the third. Leiter spins back in his zone. Goes off the far boards, and this one will go for icing. Wow, it's been a long time since the last stoppage. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third. 6-1 shots is 22-8 in total in the game in favor of your Big Rapids Cardinals. But York standing tall for Davison. 21 of 22 for Scott York. Face-off won by Davison, shot low, sticked away by Bowen. Behind the net, working. Now out to the near side. Martin with it. Gets across the red line, dumps it in, goes around a man. Has speed, gets behind the net. Puck loose, and now Davison controls. They chip it out, but Balhosky intercepts at the blue line. Walks, shoots, and just off the glove of York. The only reason Davison is still in this game is because of Scott York and the big saves he's made down the stretch. Body attempt by Leiter. Knocks the man off the puck. Balhosky tries to get back into the zone, but he trips himself up. Davison goes back D to D and far side. Now cross-ice pass again. Poked away. And now Kidder on the attack. Shot into the glove of York from the just inside the blue line and frozen. Something, with 3:22 left in the third period, but something I forgot to mention earlier was this is the second game in 2 days for Davison, who played yesterday. So maybe a little bit tired legs for Davison as Big Rapids has had a big rest, but that's a big hit on Pippin by Callan as Pippin was trying to go for the slot shot and trying to corral it and just took a huge shoulder to his chest. He's up and skating on his own, luckily. The biggest hit of the game so far is the puck now back down behind the Davison net as down is Bigford and digging for it is Banwell. Shot out front, blocked by Davison, and now they try to break it out of the zone. Chipped pass gets blocked by Bome and now cleared back down into Big Rapids end. Bigford back up to his feet, throws it in. Flax near side is going to get there first. Big Rapids winning a lot of the battles to the puck. That could be the endurance factor late in this third period, especially coming off of a game yesterday. Davison could be tired. 2:20 left in the third. Back out to the blue line. Balhosky throws it in. It goes behind the net. Davison slaps it back up the way it came. Kept again. Balhosky walks in. Shot blocked. Loose puck for Kidder, who throws it all the way across, or Welch, who throws it across the slot. And now Young gets hit from behind as he's going in against Crystal and just gets dropped. Now back out to the slot. Pass to Balhosky. Back to Welch. Shot off the leg pad. Flax with the rebound. Shot blocked out in front. Loose puck bouncing and clear back out to the blue line. Jones with a fan slap shot attempt. 1:45 left. Loose puck around the net. Tried to wrap around it. Loose again and now covered by York. Big Rapids with 10 shots this period, most that they've had in any period, but none past the goaltender for Davison as we're still tied 1-1 with 1:37 left. Big Rapids has had 2 overtime games this season. One, a 2-1 victory against Cadillac, and the other, a 4-4 tie against the Sioux Blue Devils. So 1-0-1 in OT. Not sure of the OT record for Davison as they win the faceoff and clear it near side. Pass across. They have a man in a 2-on-1 attempt. Backhand, forehand. and it rolls off the stick. No shot attempt. Shot out front and just off a stick and misses the man on the back door. Shot again, and that blocked out in front. Big Rapids chips it out across the blue line. Good opportunity for Davison, their best of the third period. They only have 2 shots. Couldn't get one there. 10-2 this period, 26-9 in total. Puck thrown down behind the Big Rapids net. Bome lifts the stick, gets the puck, chips it by another attacker, and McDonald has it. Stops and starts, goes up the middle of the ice, and just sauces it off the near boards. Davison defender gets back there, throws it far side for his man in Callan. Callan, who had the breakaway opportunity, who couldn't get a shot, gets knocked down by Pippin here. 37 seconds remaining. Pass to the neutral zone. Pippin with it. Forehand. Goes around a defender, shoots into the glove, and dropped to the ice, but then covered by York. So another offensive zone faceoff. This with 29 seconds left in the third period. Welch, Pippin, and Kidder out there with Balahowski and Flax, basically their power play line. And now a timeout called by Davison, as they're going to try to get a rest for their guys before this faceoff. With 29 seconds left. We'll keep it here and we'll just recap the game so far. First period, first shot of the game. It was 53 seconds into the first period. Welch from McDonald. As McDonald shot it into the zone and hit a linesman. Welch got it skating down the middle of the attacking zone and basically had a breakaway and scored low blocker on York. And that's the only one that get past the Davison netminder so far. Quiet the rest of the way throughout the first period and most of the second. There were 5 penalties in the second period. None in the first, none so far this third period. 2 for Big Rapids, 3 for Davison. It was a hold by Banwell that then was killed off because of the too many men by Big Rapids, which was then killed off by a too many men by Davison. And then Big Rapids got another power play with a roughing call a few minutes later, and then late in the second period with 45 seconds left, a trip to Brogan Jones, which led to the Davison goal to tie at 1-1. Face-off won by Davison, 25 seconds out of the timeout. Kept at the blue line. Play held there on the near side, and now all the way down the ice for Big Rapids with 15 seconds left. Won't get across the red line. Flax behind his net, 12 seconds left. Got to push it if you want to stop it from going to OT. Goes through the neutral zone, cuts by a couple, loses the puck, chipped by a Davison player into the bench with 3 ticks left. And a face-off in the attacking zone for Big Rapids. Still have enough time to have one quick opportunity. Have to win the face-off clean. It's Kidder. It bounces, and no one controls. It's in the feed, and that'll do it for the third period of play. We'll have a 5-minute, or no, it's an 8-minute overtime. 5-on-5 action. So we'll keep it here and talk a little bit as they have their little bit of an intermission break between the third and overtime period. 1-1. 1-1 our score. So we'll have 8 more minutes, 59 minutes in total potentially before we have a tie. But hopefully Big Rapids puts one in the net as they've outshot and outplayed Davison all game. Total shots in that third period came out to 10 for Big Rapids for a total of 26, and 2 for Davison for a total of 9. So through 51 minutes of play, 1-1, 26-9 shots in favor of Big Rapids. 0 for 3 are your Cardinals on the power play. 1 for 2 is Davison. And we head to overtime. Going to be a tired bunch of guys for Davison in their matchup tomorrow, which would be their third game in 3 days. Big Rapids had Sunday through Wednesday off. Plays today, and then tomorrow, the Macomb Dakota Cougars will be their opponent for a 1:30 time tomorrow afternoon before heading back home to Big Rapids in a quick pre-weekend 2-game trip up here to Traverse City for the Traverse City Showcase. Buzzer sounds. They do not switch ends, but 8 minutes up on the clock, so Big Rapids will still go right to left, which the 2 overtime games at home, they swapped ends for overtime. They do not here. Probably a good thing for Davison. Nope, the referees are saying to swap ends. Good. Long changes are fun for chances. Kidder with Brogan Jones to his right and Bigford to his left. Balahowski and Pippin on the blue line to start overtime. Puck gets pushed through the Cardinals' feet by Big Rapids, and now Pippin controls. Goes wide, shot right on the chest, and swallowed up by York. If you're going to watch out for anyone from Davison, it looks like Callan and Willett and Pethers are the 3 that you would want to watch out for. 5, 8, and 18. They're the ones with speed and who have done some damage when they have had good opportunities. They get the puck out to neutral zone, and Jones tries to clear it in, and now he does. No attack there as a change for Big Rapids. Back to the blue line, but offsides, as Young couldn't keep it. Now they tag. Flax gets there, shoots it, and it's in the chest and out of the chest and covered up by York. .45 seconds gone in the overtime period. 2-0 shots for Big Rapids in that time. Welch with Flax and Young, Bome and McDonald behind them. Around the boards for Davison. Young pinches and holds his man there. Flax digging away. Past him and out to the top of the circle. Welch pokes it back in, controlled by Davison. Poked by Flax and now intercepted by Bome. Shot off a leg pad and off another one. It goes the other way to the right corner. Around the net, Bome looks as Welch goes to him at the blue line. Shot, tipped out front, loose puck, swatting away. Flax couldn't get it on net. Now Bome with it. Gets tripped up, but no call. Flax with the shot, or Welch with the shot, goes wide. Flax to retrieve in the near corner. McDonald pinching, keeps it in. Flax digging, has a stick lift and couldn't get control of it, and Bome plays it down for Welch. Flax changes out to Young. Shot just off a leg pad, and a nice toe save again by York. Welch out to the center again for Young, but couldn't find him. Chipped by Davison Cardinal, and McDonald holds and into the glove of York. Davison Cardinal thrown out of the circle as he was cheating on the faceoff, and Somsel wins it. Jones shot just wide right and covered by York. Somsel on it again, can't win the draw. It's tied up. Now Davison has it, throws it back behind their net to break the puck out. Out through the neutral zone, 2-on-1 attack. Willett, saucer pass over, can't control. Pass out front, poked away. Now loose, and Bowen covers up. As it was Callan and Willett on the 2-on-1. Callan couldn't control the saucer pass, and then Bowen covered it. 5:53 left in OT. Pippen takes the face-off. Wins it back, and Balahoski controls. Off the boards hard, but intercepted by the defenseman before it could get to Kidder on that stretch pass attempt from their own zone. Pippen now near side, moves through a man, gets the puck into the zone. And now Davison breaks it over to the far side, trying to get it out. They reverse back off the goaltender's stick into the defenseman. Pass through the legs, poked by Kidder, up in the air, glove down by Davison, held for a bit, and now called for holding the puck. So they just say it's a hand pass because he closed his hand on it. So it'll be a face-off at that circle to the right of York in the attacking zone for Big Rapids. 5:21 left. Shots 3-0 in favor of Big Rapids this period. 29-8. Kidder on the draw, ties a man up, knocks him down. McDonald with it at the blue line. Down low, past the man. Bigford goes to retrieve. Runs into a defender down there, has the puck. Off a stick, and now Kidder out to Beaumais. Shot, off a skate and in! Big Rapids wins! Beaumais with the shot, it hits Bigford's skate out front, and they win 2-1. Just putting pucks to the net, and they get the bounce. And Big Rapids gets the first victory on this 2-game trip at the Traverse City Showcase. 2 minutes and 58 seconds into overtime. Beaumais shot it. It went off the skate of someone. Most likely Bigford is what it looked like in front. And Big Rapids wins the game. These two teams shake hands in a well-fought battle, and Big Rapids came out on top, though. 4-0 the shots in OT. As they finish with 30 in total, 9 for Davison, as it is Bigford from Beaumais on the goal. Two to 1 is our final, and we'll just keep it here to recap this game. It started in the first period as Big Rapids salutes their fans. Less than a minute into the game, Luke Welch with the goal from McDonald on a clear-in deflection, a break-in deflection that gave Welch a breakaway that put him up 1-0 on the first shot of 30 on York. Then, after 5 penalties in the second period, after the first 4, it ends with Big Rapids 0 for 3 on the power play and Davison 0 of 1 on the power play. And then with 45 seconds left in the second, Brogan Jones with the tripping call, and Davison took advantage 16 seconds later on the power play. Pastor from Simpson and Willett tied the game in the last minute of the second period. Then in the third, a big offensive explosion for Big Rapids, 10-2 in shots in the third period. Couldn't get one by York, who kept Davison in this game all game long. A great job by Scott York in net, who gets the loss through basically 53 or 54 minutes of play and stops 28 of 30 shots. But then in the overtime period, 4 shots on goal. The final one, after a broken play, comes out to the blue line. Beaumais with the shot from the near side blue line off the skate of Bigford in front, who was to the left of York, and it finds the back of the net on the 30th shot of the game. Bigford's first goal of the season as he's returned from an injury. And good to see him back on the ice. I think he's played the least amount of games out of any of the Big Rapids Cardinals. And his first goal of the season is an OT winner as Big Rapids moves to 5-8-1 on the season. Their second overtime victory in their third overtime game. And they get 2 more points as they have back-to-back wins for the first time this season. Evan Bowen gets the win for Big Rapids in his 54 minutes of play, stopping 8 of 9 shots. He moves to 4-7-1. And now we look to tomorrow. Big Rapids, a 1:30 time for warm-up, so we'll be live at 1:30 p.m. on Friday tomorrow afternoon as Big Rapids will play the Macomb Dakota Cougars for their second and final game of the Traverse City Showcase. So thank you guys all for tuning in tonight for this broadcast. It became a fun one as just an offensive game for Big Rapids, and they outshot Davison 30-9 and finally broke through in overtime against York to break the 1-1 tie and get the victory. Again, 2-1 final for Big Rapids. We look to tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. against Macomb, Dakota. It'll be here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube, as every game is so far and throughout the rest of the season. So thank you again for tuning in. I'm Josh Baker signing off and saying have a good rest of your Thursday evening.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Alter Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health. Just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Paris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport. Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Paris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the Napa Certified Techs at Paris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Paris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa Service Center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Stuck between identities, Douglas Quaid must solve the one mystery that has come to define him.
Who am I? And why is my truck's brake sound louder than a Westinghouse M27 phase plasma pulse rifle?
Fortunately, his answers would come from a familiar ally.
Of course, Johnson's Automotive. Committed and honest quality work. They fix foreign cars too.
But the race was on.
You think you can beat me? I am the law.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northam Drive, just north of Big Rapids, and always online at johnsonsautopr.com.
AlterCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AlterCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AlterCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids, named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.